My fans want my feet pics. I feel like the request I got the other day was borderlines asking me to start an OnlyFans, if I'm being honest. And I thought about it for a minute. I said, you know what? Maybe. Fun fact, I actually have honestly considered starting an OnlyFans. Because I think there's an audience that would pay me to just watch hentai. I really do. And maybe like on certain days we get a little more spicy with it. We're like, ooh, Valentine's Day outfit, you know? That's maybe a topic for another day. But the comment in question here, right? So on this video, it's for Hell Mode. I was like, hey, you know, when Isekai teaches the viewer a valuable lesson. And the topic of the video, the main one, was about how the one character in the show, like, his legs were so underdeveloped, and I really highlighted the importance that even if you're a male, you need to train your legs. It's not the most fun muscle group. I fucking hate training legs, but you gotta do it twice a week if you want to have proper growth to your lower body. And this man came in and said, I hit like, and am I going to see Brandon's legs now? So I, of course, said YouTube isn't ready for that. Wait for my OnlyFans arc, which I'm only half joking about. And then one of my favorite probably, if I'm not mistaken, my oldest subscriber at this point literally has been with me since day one. Love that, man. And of course, my favorite emoji. So secretly, I think Ravi over here was asking to see my feet, but here's the thing. You guys aren't ready to see my legs yet. They're pretty fucking great. Honestly, as much as I hate training legs, it is one of my fucking most hated goddamn muscles to train, just because the fucking recovery just fucking pains me. But my legs are probably one of my best developed, because I do gym. I do gym a lot. I do a 3-day split, and then I take 2 days off, just do light cardio, and then 3 more. The split I go for, I do it's a variation of PPL, which you don't know is push-pull legs. So I do chest, back, and abs one day, and then I do arms and shoulders. And arms, I include forearms, so forearms, arms, shoulders, and then I do legs and my erectors, which is the muscle that a lot of people call erectors the lower back, but it's just the muscle that works your whole middle back. But yeah, legs are an interesting beast, though. I think once I get them to a point, maybe I'll flashbang you with them, because they are pretty impressive. I ain't gonna lie. See, I really want to hype you guys up. I want you to get so interested that when I start the OnlyFans arc, and you won't know, like, is Brandon just doing nudes now, or is Brandon selling hentai videos? We won't know until we sign up. So I really want to get that in your mind, right? Because you never know with me. Am I joking? Am I taking the piss? Or am I being serious? You will never know until it happens, right? But I have a love-hate relationship with a machine called a hack squat. That's one of the best fucking machines for training your legs. Oh, it's a fucking bit. It's a humbling exercise. It's really funny because the gym I go to, there's only one hack squat machine, and it's really interesting watching people. And when I was first getting into the gym, I was unfortunately ego lifting with the hack squat. So it's an angled squatting pattern, and it's really hard. It's not as hard as a machine called a pendulum squat. I've never used them, but I know they are objectively harder. But the thing is you want to, because you have the support and it's safe to fail, people ego lift to the point that, like, they're doing a weight that isn't giving them a full range of motion. So you have to lower the weight. You're not going to look as cool to the random gym goers, but you're going to get proper muscle stimulus, and you won't, you know, accidentally tear something. Because ego lifting can, even on safer machines like a hack squat, can absolutely destroy you. Anyway, see, this is just secretly me giving you some life tips on gym, because you're not going to click it otherwise. But if I threaten to show you my feet pics, you're like, hold up, Brandon. Mom's credit card has a very high credit rating. Maybe I should pay you. And you should pay me, to be honest, because whether or not I start that OnlyFans for actual feet pics, whether I start an OnlyFans for hentai reactions, or I do nothing. I forget the name of the person, but there was someone who started an OnlyFans not too long ago, and apparently there's, like, no nudes on it. Like, people, like, dead ass are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and, like, it's like stuff you could post on Instagram without getting banned. Maybe I should, if I get to a point where I think that's a market, I'm gonna do it. I'll, like, give you, like, a little, oh, gotta sign up for the full thing, and then the full thing is, like, the same fucking picture. Could you imagine that? That'd be a level of whoring out that I absolutely want to. But I really appreciate Ravi221 over here Because I got the impression reading this, and I'm pretty sure this is their first comment, right? Also, I don't know why YouTube is showing this twice. Sometimes it does that. When I load my comments, it'll just like show it twice, even though it's not actually there twice. But I read this and I said, you know what? I make so many bangers of fucking jokes and videos, and usually one, maybe two people max will be like, damn, that's a really funny joke. Because most of my audience just don't understand proper humor. But when people are like, you know what? I appreciate Brandon highlighting the leg issue, because that man in this, seriously, it was fucking ridiculous. Hold up. So look at this shit, right? This man had, look at how overdeveloped his upper body is. And it's well done. He got a bit of a twink waist going on, but hey, you know what? Props, he got a low body fat percentage. But look at these legs, man. The whole time you see him, it's just so fucking unnatural. I did not like it at all. I thought it was so weird. And it just was like, you know what? Motherfuckers need to know that you need to train those legs. And like you could, the worst part too about this whole thing, right? You can get away with training. It's not optimal, but you could get away with doing some basic bitch like leg extension, leg curl, calf raise, and call it a day. Now, you should also add some abductors and adductors just for a proper stimulus, and a squatting pattern would go well. But at the end of the day, it doesn't need to be that complex. But a lot of people, they're like, oh, it hurts my legs. Listen, 2 sets to failure. Close to failure. Don't go over that. It's simple, guys. I don't know why everyone makes fucking training so complicated. And honestly, a lot of where I learned my gym stuff is through TikTok. It took a bit to filter from steroid-induced jockeys to like proper science-based lifters, but once you get into the proper science-based lifting side of the TikTok algorithm, there's also a good scientific creator space in terms of lifting on YouTube as well. But once you get deep enough, you learn a lot of stuff about muscle-mind connection. Doesn't really matter that much. It's about range of motion, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff to it. You guys probably don't care. But at the end of the day, we as anime fans, it's very easy to just sit on our ass and do nothing. Even if you don't want to get jacked, right? It is important to do some form of strength training early, because when you get to an older age, the difference between having a body that can still do a lot once you're 50, 60, 70 is if you trained it and did stuff early in your life. But the issue is that, like, look at a lot of blue-collar workers who destroy their body when they're young and then they're fucked up in their... So, like, you gotta do it smartly, of course, right? But anyway, let me know if you want my feet pics. I'm only, like, half joking. If I ever thought I had enough weirdos in my space that I could sell it, I would do it. I'd fucking grip, like... If anyone saw my Ari Ferretta video that I did, remember when I shoved a pin up Venom's ass? Which is a wild statement, but you should check out that video to understand the context. I'd pick up Venom with my grippers. I don't know. But in the meantime, I don't have an OnlyFans, so go subscribe to the Patreon if you want full live reactions and help support the channel. Catch you guys later.